God told me a few months ago, Andrea, you are my sunflower. And he showed me this picture where I was standing alone in a field of sunflowers, and I was standing all by myself, facing him, not intertwined with any other sunflowers next to me. I was just in a field with a bunch of other sunflowers. And he told me, this is how I want you to be. I did some research actually a little while after that, and I found out that sunflowers face the sun all day long, and they move so that they can be face to face with the sun everywhere it goes. So they start out on the east, and by the end of the night, when the sun sets in the west, they're facing the sun and their head drops. And it was such a beautiful picture because I was able to see and understand what God was telling me. He wants me to follow him everywhere he goes. Constantly focused, constantly facing him. And then at the end of the day, I bow my head. And that to me speaks surrender. So I started doing some more research about sunflowers and trying to get a better understanding of, like, God, what are you saying, right? And this is what I found. Sunflowers stand alone. And if they get intertwined and tangled with other sunflowers, it can cause a stunted growth. And that is very much like our walk. We stand alone with God. As much as we want to be intertwined with others, whether that's parents or spouses or siblings or children, maybe even pastors, as much as we want to be intertwined with other people, at the end of the day, we find that we stand alone, face to face with God. And that spoke so deeply to me. I don't know if you know my story, but I was adopted, and I've gone through a lot of changes in my life, and it caused me to go through a lot of loss when it came to people. And I always tried to hang on to people as these changes were happening in my life. And I found that it did more damage than good. Had I just understood that I was a sunflower standing alone, following the sun, I would have let go and there would have been less damage. But I tried to hang on. I tried to stay intertwined and intermingled because of the love I had for people. I mean, I really love people and I love hard. So when God showed me that I am a sunflower, the tone of this whole picture was that I need to understand that I alone, by myself, am not alone at all. I'm just growing by myself. And if I try to get intertwined with other people, it'll stunt my growth. If I try to force them to grow at my pace, that's just not possible. They're not growing. They can only grow at the rate that God wants them to grow, right? And it's going to cause more harm than good. And I need to just stand tall, stand strong, keep growing, keep changing, keep following the sun, because if I focus too much on the other sunflowers that are growing next to me, I lose focus of the one and only sun that gives me all my nourishment. This was so eye-opening, and I clung to this, and I believe that it is something that God wants to speak to all of his children, because rejection is a real thing, and so many people, including myself, have been heartbroken by rejection and loss, not realizing that it's just a part of growth. It's a part of life. And those sunflowers, they may grow with you for a season, but God may uproot them and plant them somewhere else, and you end up having to grow by other flowers. And that's okay. It's just a part of the journey. And at the end of the day, we were never meant to be intertwined and intermingled so closely with people that it takes us out if we lose them, right? We start out, let's keep with the sunflower concept. We start out as a seed, and we grow, and we all grow at our own pace. So we have to be focused on that. We were never paired with someone right from the jump. The only one that we have that's solid, that's going to stay for good through every season and never leave, is the one and only Son. So I want to encourage you today that if you're struggling to let go of parents, siblings, friends, spouses, if you just feel intertwined with your spirit that is causing you pain, I want to encourage you to let go. Let go and let them grow as God sees fit. You continue to face the sun and follow him everywhere he goes, and grow next to them. Grow alongside them. not intertwined, intermingled, and tangled in a way that makes it hard for each one of you to grow.